Okay, back again. These videos have proven much more entertaining, or rather much more short than my usual. And I'll be honest, I kind of am enjoying this. It's a fun puzzle to try to figure out for me. I don't want to just get lucky, I want to get reliable. That's always the goal. I did like the kobold, I like the eating, that was pretty nice. Let's run with that again. I do like the fact that the crossbow is proving to be its own answer to most of the problems. Just shoot it and kill it. I think what I'm going to do is not use arcane marksman, but use hunter. Thus far, I haven't managed to live long enough to make use of the magics, so clearly I do need more help with the early game than I was giving myself credit for, so let's go ahead and try hunter this time, and see how that plays out. Again with the crossbow, and who was my last one? Cob Splat? I like Cob for kobold. Corn on the cob. Crossbow on the cob, cob on the bow, cobbo, cross cob, cross cob. Oh, got it. Cob on the cross. So, cob on the cross, the Kobold Hunter. Let's do the same as I did last time, which is maximize crossbows, amp up dodging, everything else is unnecessary. I will eventually probably want to get some stealth in there before I even think of armor. I'm probably going to want stealth and fighting. Just being blunt. Short blades are also very trainable on this guy. Apparently I have a switch to by default, which is nice. So maybe I'll worry about that if I get a good brand. But for now, we're going to stick with the same strategy that has worked so well thus far, which is crossbow bolts are your best means of offense, your first means of offense, and your preferred means of offense. Apparently auto-consume doesn't work on brown chunks even when you have saprivore. Was that helmet wearable? Oh, for God's sakes, pick it up. There you go. La 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 la. I just butchered a kobold. That felt wrong. Crossbow is already at 5. That's the way I like to see it. Ring of Wizardry. That should prove useful if I ever decide to go into magic, which I probably will. If I survive, which I probably will, because 3rd time's the charm is totally a thing. Okay. You know, this whole time that I'm playing, I'm kind of flying through the first couple floors now because I already know they work and how they work. But while I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do to deal with the next ogre? Oh, this looks like fun. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You 3, come up with me. Now, show me another door. I'm not going to fight that all head on. I'm not that powerful, nor do I have AoE capabilities yet. In fact, the biggest way that enemies have been able to threaten me thus far throughout is by closing the gap by using a large enough horde that I couldn't pick them off from range. At the rate of 3 bolts, maybe 5 bolts of floor, it's a reasonable rate to run out of this stuff. Okuwaru is one I've always considered the patron saint of range characters because he keeps giving them tons and tons and tons of ammo and eventually some armors and stuff, which are nice. I'm not convinced that I should go with Okuwaru right now, just because there's so many other good choices in general, but I'm also kind of at a what the hey moment because he's here and I'm just trying to get one off the ground. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. Besides, I've already seen how pitiful Okuwaru Wrath is in my last run, and I guess I can totally deal with that, so, you know, if I decide to in the end switch, I'll know what I'm doing. Alrighty. Oh, that was leather. I would like to upgrade to leather armor. That would be the goblin. Give me the leather. Okay. Guaranteed damage reduction is a awesome thing, and there's never a good excuse to pass up on the opportunity to get it, assuming your character is able to get it. Because, you know, mages obviously can't. Assuming your character can do it without sacrificing their offensive potential. There. Okay, at this point I'm down to 13 bolts, 12 bolts. So clearly, the game's gonna have to give me crossbow bolts or I'm gonna have to find a new weapon. It's that simple. So let's switch over to short sword, and let's also start burning some of these corpses to Okuwaru. Notice that I am not training the short sword, and for an enemy like the iguana, I will totally peg it from out of range with my real weapon. Dude, I'm closing and opening a door in front of you. What are you, blind? Yes! This is just what I needed. So I got a blowgun, which I am going to reset to... that's not at all what I was trying to do. So I'm going to turn to the letter E. And with that blowgun, I can potentially work my way through large groups. In fact, I might make use of it right now. Okay. Now that they're all dead, let's go sacrifice as many corpses as I can find. And back to E, please. And actually, my weapon. And there we go. Sacrifice. Let's put some distance. Get the blowgun ready. And then shout a few times. Hey, you guys, come this way. There's definitely nobody here waiting to poison you. At just about the time I was running out of bolts, they gave me the ability to use all of the needles I've collected. And poison is just such a fantastic brand this early in the game. Also, good old Okuwaru doesn't care how you go about killing things, which is always nice. And just as long as you don't let your allies die, he's pretty much got no beef with you. Okay, back to the main sword, and cutting things, and sacrificing things. Which things? All the things! Wahahaha. Okuwaru piety takes ages to build up. Can I get him from here? Okay. So am I up to 11 bolts? Yeah, so maybe I just got lucky last game by getting as many bolt drops as I did, and the game before that by getting the steel bolts, because this game I've gotten almost nothing, and I'm 3rd floor? Yeah. But the Kobold's natural early game prowess with all of his experience gain is definitely paying off. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let's start sacrificing corpses. Yeah, sacrifice this one too. But I have 5 of this potion, so just check it out. And yep, it's curing. Mostly I wanted to have my curing potion ID'd already. Which is why I went in for it. Okay, switching over to short sword and just cutting things now. Bunch of sacrifices. Ooh, item. Let's, Amulet of Inaccuracy, so that's out. Sorry, you're a carnivore. Ha ha ha. Alright, next floor. Wield E and start poisoning the iguana, something fierce. And then let the poison sink in as much as possible before I actually finish it. Never mind, it finished itself. Poison the iguana as much as I can before running. Let the poison finish it. And sacrifice. So clearly, in this game, I've done a lot less worrying about what my build is, and a lot more working with whatever the dungeon gives me to work with. And that's cool. That's a much better way to play in general. Alright, chase me, you stupid dog. I'll finish you. And Okuwaru, I've gained 1 point of piety. Alright, against Eustatio, stacking poison is a good idea, because when eventually his summons force me to run away, I want him to be losing health, not gaining it back. Like, right now, his summons should be gone, and he will still probably be at somewhat reduced health. Okay, that's all of my needles, so now it's time to use my strongest weapon, which is the crossbow, and nuke him to death. Getting out of here could be a tricky. I am willing to switch to my sword, to cut this. Perfect, Eustatio died, that's what I needed. I don't know what's on this stack, just the saber, but at this point I'm more concerned about living. Let's go away. I don't want to fight a summon. Unless I can, you know, save more health that way. I really don't want to get poisoned by it, though. But I do have the curing potion, so one way or the other, it's not going to kill me. Okay, it's gone, which means all of them are probably gone. Eustatio also had a green potion, which he never used. Have I identified the heal wounds potion? If not, then that's probably what it is. My inventory should indicate that it was carried by him. No? Okay, maybe he just died on top of it. It's possible. Whatever, we'll keep that under advisement. For the moment, though, I really want to collect all of those poison needles that I littered around and never picked up. So, back to the scene of the crime. 11 poison needles. In fact, let's do a quick search for needles. Nope, I have them all. Keep sacrificing corpses. That's just the way to go. Oh, there it is. There's more needles of the poisonous variety. Grinder! I hate you so much. Grinder may be my least favorite unique in the game. I'm actually going to attempt to kill him, just because I think I can. But we'll see how misguided that assessment is shortly. Okay, he's got an ice wand. I have no knowledge of how to teleport away from here. Nope. Let's see how my bolts fare against him. The bolts are effective. Let's heal before shooting and just pray I don't get paralyzed. That's the key. Come on, hit him. There we go. Yeah, I should have died there, in fairness. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I always delete my ghosts because I don't believe in playing with ghosts. But apparently I've neglected to do so, and now I'm being chased while totally out of ammo by the ghost of my previous archer, who apparently doesn't know that I was an archer, because he's not using any archery. Well, let's, again, play this clever, or play this safe, take an alternate staircase down. I must recover my bolts. There's no alternative at this point. But I can at least try to be not stupid about it. Let's also take the wand. Oh! All he has is my spells. He doesn't have my items. Which means that all he can do is die to me in my own good time. I guess he has melee attacks that I don't want to experience, so we'll just shoot him up first and then cut him, but... Okay, now I'm just getting annoyed, so let's blow him up. There we go. But no, he did cost me 2 crossbow bolts, so that is something. Do I have Okuwaru's abilities yet? I do. Good. Now that I have Okuwaru's abilities, I can actually start to use those more. I probably had them sooner than I realized too. Alright, keep exploring, keep exploring. Have I forgotten bolts anywhere? No. Poison the orc. Alright. Been a lot of these staves lying around. Get some ID done here. Okay, that's a goblin down. Take out the scorpion. Should I be doing something else right about now? What is this new wand? Oh, that new wand is lightning. That's good to know. Wish I had known it sooner. Switch over to crossbow, because these guys are poison immune. And yeah, I still haven't gotten any crossbow bolts this entire game, so maybe my initial assessment of try to save your bolts because you never know when you'll get them was correct, and I just had 2 outliers in the games that I played just now. Okay, take out the imp first. Poison the cockroach. Preferably with some component. Okay, we're just gonna run. Here, this should be a good pull. Okay, I didn't mean to get surrounded, but heroism. Focus the weak ones. And now that they're all in a line, lightning bolt. That should either finish the fight or damn near finish the fight. Okay, sacrifice the gnoll and eat the jackal. Remember, if you sacrifice the higher hit dice monster, you're better likelihood to get Okuwaru piety. But when it comes to eating them, you eat whatever you like. It doesn't make a difference. So, that's your priorities. Let's go ahead and just finish with basic attacks here. How's my bolt situation? 7 bolts. Damn. Poison the scorpion. And now that he's in melee range, well, oh, no, he'll die on his own. Good. I don't have the bolts to spare anymore. Do I have a cold wand? Yeah. Frost is like instant death if it hits. These guys, of course, requires you to have bolts left, and I don't have any left. Okay, you know what? This imp is likely to frustrate me to death, so I'm gonna be careful not to let that happen. And by frustrate me to death, I mean make me do something stupid because of how much I'm irritated by him. So come here, Mr. Imp. Come and hit me. You here? Come upstairs. Oh, what's that? You want to blink? Fine. Stay there. I'll deal with him later when I have 70 bolts and all of them are acting as +4/+4 or whatever equivalent enchant they get up to. To sacrifice him or to eat him? Sacrifice. I'm a saprivore after all. I'm always going to be able to eat more. Okay, pretty much everything I'm firing at these guys, it's with the knowledge I'm probably not going to get back, so it's important to actually kill them with it. Let's go ahead and really stack the poison on you. For all the terrible luck. Oh, more poison needles here apparently. Maybe I'm not the only one using them. Alrighty. 5 stacks should be enough. Oh, but there's no guarantee that they all hit actually. Okay, I'm out of poison needles until I go back for the retrieval process. So, you know what? Let's whip out the crossbow and finish this guy. And get on with that retrieval process. A lot of things to sacrifice on the way, too. 6 poison needles. That should do it. Whip out the sword. Okay, now I'm truly tapped out. Not sure how I'm going to approach this. I mean, I still have my crossbow in reserve, so there's that. Go with heroism and just try and fight this straight up. Okay, and now that that's basically failed, resort to crossbows to finish the fight. That's a whip of reaching, I'll bet. Explains why he's so far away and still attacking, yeah. Okay, again, nth attempt to actually retrieve stuff. No, for God's sakes, just... Okay, I'm gonna grab the darts just so I don't run out of things to shoot. This is the direction my stuff should be in. There it is. There's the ogre, the one who always ends my runs, so be very careful. All I have to attack him with is 7 bolts that I know of, and the Wand of Lightning. I'm going to use the Wand of Lightning. It should be able to bounce off the wall and hit him twice, and even if it doesn't, it should be enough damage to... God damn it, what are you made of? Fucking ogre. Okay, he's dead. Only cost me most of my wand power. Give me my real weapon. Definitely want to sacrifice the ogre. No, I'm going to pick up all the needles first. Then I'll worry about what to do. Because at this point I've been going way too long with no weapons. This is actually really engaging, by the way. I gotta tell you, I am right up there paying full attention and doing my best and struggling, and that is a very satisfying feeling. It's not an autopilot run at all. Okay, let's get out of the range. Poison. He stops to shoot, I stop to shoot. Crossbow. That's the death of both of them. Okay, let's switch back to my sword. Pick up some stuff. It was an acceptable gambit when I did it initially to try and thin out their numbers here by using the poison bolts I knew I wouldn't get back for a long time. But in the end, I went a very long time without half my poison stock. Alright, give you some distance, and then we'll start pelting you guys with poison again. Spread it as much as I can, and use my ordinary attack to finish you. Okay. There we go! 16 poison needles, and bolts are down to 7. But it all paid off. I just got a stack of 25, and an artifact helmet which is resist poison. Gentlemen, I'm in business. Let's go ahead and ditch this leather. If there's a better ring mail somewhere to upgrade to, now's a good time to take the time to do it. Because the evade penalty should be very minor, and the guaranteed damage reduction should be very nice. If we can kill him before he wakes up, that'd be great. Let's shoot him in the face once. Nope, severely wounded is not the same as dead, unfortunately. Let's pull him out here where I won't lose my crossbow bolts. Strength boost, and pick up what's left. But yeah, this is more the speed that I was hoping for, the survivability I was hoping for. I think what it comes down to is these poison needles are really the key to what has given me the power to stay ahead of the curve and win as much as I have in terms of these fights. Although, if I had found a couple extra stacks of crossbow bolts, I'd probably be singing their praises. And those steel bolts were winning me fights too. So I guess the truth is, there's enough flexibility in things, or not flexibility in things. There are enough viable options that you are flexible in what you need in order to start this kind of a game. I will poison. And crossbow. Definitely, though, definitely, the spellcaster arcane marksman opening, it sacrifices a lot in terms of bonuses. Like, this is a +1/+1 crossbow versus 0/0. My bow skill starts off almost at 5 instead of starting off at 1 or 2. You know, you sacrifice a lot of pluses just for the sake of those hexes. And at the end of the day, having to land a Corona means I'm spending 2 or 3 turns not shooting the enemy on the screen. Which is a missed opportunity. I'll take dexterity over magical power any day. Especially a day that I'm not actually using any spells yet. Damn. Okay, we got him. Okay, we have managed to use several of our bolts already. Crossbow skill is up to 11.1. We'll get it to 15 before we start slow training it, but at this point I am willing to start putting points elsewhere as well, just to make myself more of a powerful character. This floor is cleared. Okuwaru is at 2 pips. I think this is almost a good stopping point, actually. We'll get to the Ecumenical Temple, how's that? And then we'll call it the quits. So, new wand, let's identify it. Disintegration. Well, that was one hell of a demonstration. Fucking imps. Oh, Blork the Orc. My goal was to put as much distance as possible, but I only got 1 step. Start off with poison. Try not to let him get a turn to hit me, but he's gonna get several because, you know, nothing I can do. Disintegration or lightning? Disintegration or lightning? I vote for lightning, but let's try to do it when it will hit him twice. Here. It only hit him once. I didn't have to wait to get the effect I was going for. Okay, that's a clear. Definitely sacrificing that. And okay. Tough crowd. I'm gonna vote for crossbow to finish this. You, on the other hand, are very poison susceptible, so poison you. Okay, short sword. Die while you retreat. How's that? Okay, that's more stuff. Let's stab the Poka. Okay, we got ourselves our first book, and it's level 4 through 6, including haste. I will not need to use that for a very long time. You know, I have to learn how to cast spells first, and then get past tier 1 through 3 spells, and finally start working on my charms, and then maybe... It's a long way down the road, even with wizardry. Alright, let's continue identifying stuff. Actually, let's just do some read identifying on these scrolls. I really want to know how to teleport for the next time it's relevant. Is this an enchant? Because that would be awesome. It is! Yay! Okay. And this is going to be recharging. I would like to recharge the lightning rod, or wand, because that's proven very useful so far. Let's read ID potion. Okay, that's about enough for now. This does not seem like a total floor, but nope, it was not. Poison the ogre massively, let him chase, end him. Let's stab with the sword. That should do the trick. This is why I charged the lightning rod, actually. Enemies like this, that are all in the line, and trying to exploit my inability to do AoEs. Eat the rat. Okay, you know what? Sword. I have resist poison. I keep forgetting I have resist poison now. New scroll of recharging. Excellent. So I can be even more frivolous with my lightning wand if I so desire. Alright, you know what? Give me my actual crossbow. I'm gonna kill all you orcs. I'm tired of you. It'll be so nice when I have like 40, 50 crossbow bolts and I don't have to worry anymore, but at this point I still have 21. My initial stock of crossbow bolts just got completely used up, to put it in perspective. 6 floors worth of play. Ooh. Interesting obstacle. My best bet for dealing with you is going to be wands. I'm going to go disintegration. Should do the trick. Poison resist is good. And of course, poisoning you back is great. Crossbow. Don't want to get hit too much by priest. Or rather, I really don't want a priest to, or a orc wizard to unleash serious danger against me. Even if they, the mildest thing that they'll end up doing would still be irritating. Hey, come here, come here, come here. Poison you, and then wield the sword and slice you, and then dice you, and then pump you, and then rice you. Well, except for the pumping and ricing part. Grab some more poison stuff. Oh, Yahtzee. This is going to be interesting. Let's pull him out, if he'll follow. And then we'll just shoot him with bolts. I didn't want to drop bolts into the water. That was my big concern. This is an edible corpse, so we'll eat it. And this is a poisonable fish, so we'll poison him some. The water's not deep. And then we'll sacrifice him. I have 6 meat rations, so I'm never going to suffer from hunger this game. There's the Ecumenical Temple. This run is done. We'll clear the floor, and I will pause the video and just hail this as a successful start. Wand of Disintegration ×1, and then when they come in a line, Wand of Lightning. Normally I would be leery of blowing so many charges just for a simple slime, but I will eventually have better answers to him, or more renewable answers to him, I should say. And until then, it behooves me to play properly. Oh, come on, damn it. It's great, I'm relying on the high dodging capability of the frog to protect me, but now I'm trapped, so heroism, crossbow, blow him away. And I am now powerful enough to take him down. How am I doing for bolts? Nope, still not that many. And yeah, while there is great ammo preservation for mulching and all that, it's not perfect, obviously. There is still mulching. Let's lightning bolt my way down. Hopefully get a double zap on the priest. And I'm being very free with my usage of lightning bolts at this point, especially since I know I have a scroll in reserve to recharge the wand again. And you've seen me before with like several wands that I eventually just ditch and never use. This is the stage of the game where you're supposed to be making the most use of those wands, when you don't have everything you want the way you want it yet, so you still are using what resources the dungeon gives you and being flexible. Okay, that's a good enough stopping point for now. We made it to the Ecumenical Temple, made it all the way to floor 7, level 10, got some reasonable Okawaru going, reasonable spread of stuff. Let's just test read a bunch more items real quick. Okay, that's about it. Up you, quaff, paralysis. Generally, I don't like reading quaffing potions I only have one of. Really begs the question why you're bothering to drink it at all. So I'll re-identify those. The Amulet is of Faith. Oh, awesome. Put on the Amulet of Faith right away so that I can get better gift giving. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh, crap, my weapon's cursed. That could kill me, so let's go ahead and remove that. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.